We're Ellie and Luke. 3 years ago, we bought an abandoned homestead in North Idaho with the simple goal of transforming it into a self-sufficient getaway. After 2 years of preparing the land, we're finally ready to start our biggest project yet, our off-grid tiny home. Follow along as we experience the trials and tribulations of building completely off the grid and by ourselves. The North Idaho Nomads are finally settling down, and we can't wait to share this adventure with you. In the last video, we finished our rafters for the off-grid tiny home. Today, Luke works on the rake walls as we race to finish the tiny home before winter hits.
Alright, back here on the job site. I once again find myself working alone as my helper is no longer with me. There were some allegations of a toxic work environment and some sexual harassment claims. I mean, she was constantly catcalling me, saying things like, "Hey, nice bunions," or "You got any fries to go with those shakes?" I mean, totally inappropriate behavior. She wouldn't stop making, in my opinion, obscene jokes about hammers and nails. She once told me to take my randomly oscillating orbital sander and chamfer dat ass. What does that even mean? Totally inappropriate. Anyways, nevertheless, here today by myself. So we're going to work on the subfascia, which, let's be honest, it's probably going to end up being the fascia. I've got to build out my overhangs on both sides up here. Get the fascia on those, get the fascia on the back, the front, and you can't see from the tarp on this side, but this rake wall right here I have to build out as well. Again, I probably should have done it when I framed the wall, but I didn't really know how, so I'm gonna do it now, hopefully. I did already make a mistake when I purchased lumber, so the fascia for these sides are probably gonna be, I don't know, 13, 14 feet. So instead of buying a 16-foot 2x8, which I am just, the thought of working with another 16-foot 2x8 makes me sick to my stomach. So I thought I'd try to make it easy on myself, and I just bought two 10-foot 2x8s, and I was just gonna make a seam in the middle. That's gonna be an issue. I should have just went with this one 16-footer so I didn't have the seam in the middle. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to overcome that obstacle today. It may put a pause to this project, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get, I think, the front and the back on first. Try to figure out my overhang on the sides. Whew! First almost death of the day. I'm not working out. Stop bothering me. Whew. All right, that took forever. I'm just gonna start putting in, I'm gonna put some studs up on that angle, one on the end, and then just follow the rest of the studs across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, maybe a little baby 6. All right, well, this is taking forever. Back to angles, which we all know I'm not great at. I will just keep plugging away. That's good enough. I guess that's gonna be why I stop. All right, that was boring, but it's done. I'm gonna work on, I think, this one next. Same thing. I'm sure it's gonna be all different angles though, because I suck at carpentering. It's all right, we'll make it work. I already see an issue. Don't have a truss over. Shit. I might bump that truss out. That truss came up a little bit short on the edge of the wall, so I don't have anything to screw. Probably gonna bump that truss over a couple inches so it's straight on top of the top plate, I think. like this side, which makes sense. So that's what I'll do. I'm gonna take a breather though. Can you hear that? It's the sound of rain on a blue tarp. It's a good sound because it's been really hot. A lot of wildfires. So hopefully that helps. And we got our tarp on just in the nick of time. Thought I had one more day of decent weather before the rain came, but it is here. So glad we got the tarp up. It is kind of nice to have a shaded spot to work in, free of the elements. You can do some things from the inside. Eventually I have to pull that off and get fascia boards up. But for today, I think I'm just gonna focus on building out the rest of these walls, continuing those on. I did run into an issue. I knew something weird was gonna come of this. As you can see on this side, I put my truss right in the middle of that top plate on the rake wall. On this side, I wasn't sure where to put it. If I was supposed to put it flush on the inside, flush on the outside, right in the middle. No idea, so I just split the difference, put it right down the middle, which I think is fine. Problem is, I'm not gonna have anything to screw into when I put my ceiling up. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to run some sort of runner on the top side of that top plate, so I have something to screw up into when I put my ceiling on. Might be the easiest way to do it. I don't know. Another issue is I did these all, since they're 2x8s, I went 16 on center instead of 24, because I should have done like a 2x10 or 2x12. Went smaller dimension, closer together to get the strength. That put me a little bit on the inside of the top of this wall on this side. So that also poses a challenge that I don't know what to do about yet. I may push that rafter out to match the other side. It'll make this channel here a little wider than 16. Maybe that's better than the alternative. I don't know. I am going to ponder it for a while though. I'm in no rush today. So we'll get back to you when I come up with a solution. Both walls are done. Just have the one little issue to solve with something to screw my roof into when the time comes, but I think it'll be an easy solution. The rain has not stopped. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Don't really want to get out there and hang fascia in the rain. 2 o'clock. Oh, I don't know. And I gotta complete the whole project done, technically. So I can feel good about myself, I think. Maybe I'll just tack some more staples in this tarp. Throw the lumber on inside. Maybe call it a day. I don't think the rain's gonna stop anytime soon. Yeah. That's what we're gonna do. Anyways. Alright. Here's the second rake wall. Ended up pushing this truss rafter out, so this space here is going to be a little more than the 16 inches. These are all 16. That one's probably going to be more like 20, but it put that rafter over that angled top plate. That's the way the other side was. I don't know if it's right, but it's the way it is now. So if it causes problems in the future, we'll figure it out. Alright, eventually I gotta take these 2 pieces of blocking out. Pretty sure they're supposed to be on the outside of the wall, not the inside. Ooh, I wanted to check and see if I could get away with a 2x6 instead of trimming down 2x8s. I'm gonna see, yeah, there's a little scrap there. Let's see if that fits in there. Anyways, that's beside the point. Alright, I think I'm gonna clean up, call it an early day, unload my lumber, and get home, enjoy the rain from inside.